Past couple of years, Mojang has done an April Fool's update every single year, and in this video I'm going to go through all of them because surprisingly there's a lot more than you'd think. Also, I don't want to waste your time, but I'm going to do what every single YouTuber does at the start of every single video. I'm going to ask you to subscribe. So if you enjoyed this video, subscribe. The first April Fool's update was back in 2011, all the way back in beta 1.4. Notch added the lock chests to the game. These chests were a reference to supply crates from TN2. One of these chests would spawn in every chunk that was loaded on April 1st and could spawn anywhere in that chunk. When you went up to open these chests, this would happen, and when you clicked on the link, a website would pop up, and it would look like this. Of course, you couldn't actually buy any of these things, but if you tried, this would happen.
Let's proceed to checkout. I'm going to buy a key to open up.
Also, if you got over $10,000 worth of stuff in your store, it would enter a seizure mode. And that was pretty much it for the first April Fool's update. Minecraft 2.0. This one actually wasn't released to the public, so I can't play it. It's only given to a couple YouTubers, so let's list off a couple things that they added and leave a link to one of the videos they made. They added ethos slabs, which was just a half slab of TNT, burnt out torches, blocks of coal, which weren't in the game yet. They also added dyed glass, which wasn't in the game either. They had the friendly pink wither and diamond chickens, and if you want to see more, just go click on the link in the description. Okay, I can actually play this one. The Loves and Hugs update was the first playable April Fool's update. Pretty much in this update they removed combat and added a lot of stupid things. For examples, pigs can climb up walls. If you've been watching the footage, you've probably noticed that there's hearts everywhere. Mojang replaced every single particle of a heart, even the clouds are hearts, for God's sake. Like I said earlier, they completely remove combat, and every time you take damage or hit something, you gain a heart. Nothing can kill you, not even /kill works. Some changes they did to mobs were skeletons now randomly drop bone meal, kinda like chickens do. Squids can fly, witches throw helpful potions at you now like speed. Creepers explode into poppies, and this is actually the first time I've been scared by a creeper in a while. I don't know why, it just scared me. And the last thing I'll talk about is gas can be written, and withers are from the Minecraft 2.0 update, so the pink friendly withers. Now I'll talk about some of the miscellaneous things. All the potions now changed names, like strength have been changed to like love power. Boats have holes in them, so you can ride them, but you can't actually, they just sink. They added obsidian boats, which you can't even ride, they just sink instantly. The funny thing is about them removing combat is you can't like remove any entities, even like boats. Like once you place a boat, it's stuck there forever. This update also revealed that 1.9 would be the combat update. The last thing I'll talk about is the secret minesweeper that pops up when you get 8 rows of hearts. It's literally just a minesweeper. I spent a half hour to get that. Not worth it at all. The Trendy update. This one's a lot smaller than the last one, so it'll be quicker. This update added a lot of futuristic technology, like the reality vision. They only added 4 different things in this update: the USB charger block, the reality vision, the ankle monitor, and the smartwatch. You just get these things by killing a mob that spawned with them, or from creative. I'll start with the ankle monitor. The best way to put yourself in house arrest. In survival, they can't be taken off. They give you slowness 1, and they'll send things in the chat when you get too far from spawn or when you go to another dimension. You have the USB charger block, which is literally just a redstone block. Like, that's it. Anyways, the reality vision. This one's kind of weird. It shows like a 3D map in the middle of your screen that like takes up everything. And it shows you where you are on the map. I don't know, it's kind of cool. It also makes every single sign say obey. And lastly, the smartwatch. It's just a watch. Like, who would have thought that, but it's literally just a watch. It shows you in-game, it shows you what time it is in-game, and it shows notifications like how long you've been playing in the world. That's like actual time, like it'll say like 50 minutes. It shows you time since your last death, or like how far you run. Overall, I think this is a pretty cool update. This update is supposedly an old version of Minecraft that came out in 1994, hence the graphics. This update didn't really add much, to be honest. The main thing is the graphics and the cheat codes that are pretty fun to mess around with. They also added the open registration form and these stupid pop-ups. The form is literally just like a little dock that pops up and it has questions. You can't even like fill that or anything. The pop-ups are the most annoying thing ever. Oh my god, I hate them. They did add a couple items though, which are the keys and the 3D. You can get the keys from the random barrels on fire that spawn. It sounds weird, and it's just as weird as it sounds. You can get the 3D from the new nerd creeper, which you can spawn in by using the cheat codes. And speaking of the cheat codes, they added 8 new ones. They added overwhelming power, which makes you invincible. Pigs on the wing, which makes you can fly, even like survival, all that. Flash with 5 A's, which gives you a ridiculous amount of speed, jump boost, and haste. Mordecai, I think is how you say it, which gives you overpowered gear. IDKFA, which gives you all the new keys, and the keys do nothing, so that doesn't matter. Cows, 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 which does nothing besides that. How do you turn this on, which gives you a horse that breaks the game, like my game crashed when I spawned it in, because it just goes that fast. And nerd with 4 R's, which spawns in the special creeper that drops the 3D. When you eat the 3D, this pops up. That's it for the Java Edition 3D software. And now finally the latest and probably the biggest April Fool's update, the Infinite update. This update added infinite dimensions to the game. The vast majority of these are pointless though. They're just random things with random texture swaps for blocks. Like, is that the majority of them? Yes, but shut up, it's still cool. Well, since most of the dimensions are just pointless or just crash the game, I'll be looking at some of the Easter egg dimensions. Those are the ones that aren't randomly generated, like they picked them out to do these certain things. And you can enter the dimensions by either building another portal and throwing a book in them, or typing /warp and then whatever you want to warp to. Anyways, the first one I went to is Ant, which is just a block rolling around leaving a trail, and a sign that said patience, which I don't have, so I immediately left. Then I went to Basic, which is just an infinite maze that goes on forever. That's what infinite means. And yeah, that's it. It's just a maze. So I got bored there. And then I went to Content because I wanted some content. And it was just a Skyblock Island. And this isn't a Skyblock video. So I left that and went to Chess, which is just a checkered pattern world. It's a normal survival world, but it has the little checkered patterns, as you're seeing on the screen. And then I went to Nothing, and that was nothing. Never would have guessed that. After I went to Nothing, I went to Isolation and met Bob and his dogs, and ruined his welcome home sign. And to finish off, I went to Sky Grid, which was a challenge people used to do a couple years ago. Well, I missed one of my jumps, and somehow landed in the end, and then I killed the dragon and left. And that's all I did for the Infinite update. Thanks for watching this video. You should like and subscribe because I spent like 2.5 weeks researching and writing this. Also, I'm back from like my month break. To the people who actually watch my videos, my normal videos should be back soon, but I had a long break, so I figured, hey, I'll come back with a bigger video. So yeah, subscribe, and I'll see you guys later.